Well, first of all, thanks to the organization for being invited. As far as I know, Aerolineas was invited several times, but never participated actively within this forum. There is a new management in place, and we would like to be involved deeply in the business. We would like to learn. I personally learned yesterday a lot within the great presentation of Andres and all what Latin has been doing with financing and the capital markets. It was great seeing a Zoom presentation by Sean with the great ratios that you have in the employees in aircraft, and also the presentation of the Sky with all the growth. Aerolineas is a mess. If you are looking for an assistant, perhaps I will consider that. But Aerolineas is a world of opportunities. Every door we open is an opportunity. Every number that we see a negative figure is an opportunity to change to a positive one. And any process that we review is an opportunity to change. So what I think is that Aerolineas is really a world of opportunities. I would be glad if you in some minutes are aware of these four things. I would like to talk what is happening right now in Argentina, that you do have an idea what the company is. Then I will try to let you know what we found and how is the financing that we are having right now, which is our plans, and then what's next for the company. I think that it's important to talk about what is happening in Argentina mainly because of two things. First is because there is a new administration. And if you are going to do business within the country, you need to know what this new administration is doing. There is a 180% decrease with the prior administration. We have a new president. It's a president with an open market perspective. I mean, within the first Q, he wants straight to have meeting with his peers from US, from Italy, from France. He was in China this week. And next week is going to be for the first time an investment forum in Argentina, where 1,500 businessmen from around the world are going to be visiting us. Second issue, and it's something that is important, is till some months ago, Argentina was in a default. It's no longer an issue. The country has solved all what is the holdout issue, where has a problem from years ago regarding bond holding. We are working a lot for a Cape Town convention. During the first quarter, Cape Town was approved in the Senate. We had 3 months ago the World Aviation Group working within Aerolineas offices with the government, with a lot of the legal firms in order to try to fine-tune and what is going to be approved, that's going to be in the correct way, so Argentina is going to take advantage of Cape Town and is going to be something that's going to be great for Aerolineas and great for all the people that is here. The exchange rate has been stabilized. I don't know whether you have been in Argentina past year, but until December we have some 7 different exchange rates. One exchange rate for your accounting, another one if you want to buy some dollars that you need to go to the black market. You have another one if you want to make a saving, you have another one if you want to make an expense within your credit card in a foreign country, and you have another one whether you would like to buy a house. So now we have just one. A lot of improvement from my point of view. Inflation has not yet been stabilized. There have been some measures within the first semesters, and the inflation was up. But what consensus is saying is that within a 3 to 4 year period, we'll be reducing, so Argentina will have a 1 digit. What happened with the GDP basically the past year was like a roller coaster. Very difficult if you would like to do business to have this kind of movements. What the consensus is saying is that within the next year it's going to be stabilized, and we are going to grow in a level that is going to be roughly 3%. This shows the investment that came to the country during the past 8 years. It shows that basically if you were going to do an investment, you were trying to avoid Argentina, and you were sending your investment to different countries, and it because perhaps it was not the most secure country or the condition was not the best one to do business. What analysts are estimating is that Argentina is going to receive just the average that they are receiving the other countries. And if that's the situation, we should be receiving some $25 million per year. Those just 3 slides regarding what's happening in Argentina. I'm not an economist, that will be the range of yesterday. But also, I would like you to know about this because we are a flat company, 99% of our shares are for the government. So this is what our shareholder is doing. Let's move to Aerolineas, 65 years company, a lot of different management trying to make the company work. American Airlines, Iberia, my sons, politics, and the company didn't work. 12,000 employees. For those of you that are going to do the math, we are far away of what Azul presented yesterday of the ratio was employees per head. And 2015, we transport more than 10 million passengers. We expect that this year is going to be 11.5. This is our fleet. We have 3 different kinds of planes. We have the Embraers that are owned by Austral, basically the grouping form of 2 companies, Austral and Aerolineas Argentinas. So when we talk about Aerolineas, we are referring to the 2 companies. Austral is the one that operates locally and has 26 Embraer. We had 22 December. We incorporated an additional 4, so we are right now having 26. Then we had a fleet of NGs, and within our plans is to continue increasing the fleet and to change the 800 for the 700s. So we will be increasing basically our capacity more than 32%. We have a configuration for the 700 of 128 seats. We are going to change to 170. And we are right now fine-tuning a big contract that we have with Boeing. We have a wide-body fleet where there is a lot of room for improvement because we are still flying with 340s, with this an efficient product, with this another product. In our plan is that we are going to continue changing the 340s for 330s. What you are seeing in the situation as of right now, next February we are going to have 10 330s, and we are going to continue having 340s till 2018. Right now we are deciding what's going to be the situation in 2018 and whether we are going to change this plane. And if we change, which are going to be the right product. We have a local leadership. There is no doubt that during the past 65 years, Aerolineas was the most important player in Argentina. 75% of the market. We are serving 36 different destinations. Most of them, we are the only one. And we see here a lot of room for improvement. What we have seen during the past 15 years is that some countries of the regions have done a great work increasing and having more people traveling by plane. Argentina is far away from that. I am going to show you in one of the last slides of the presentation, which is the gap, which is all the possibility that we have to grow here. And it's going to be an important focus. Internationally, we basically serve regional different than what we call international. We are very focused in 5 routes, which is Miami, New York, Barcelona, Madrid, and Rome. Rome is under analysis because of a lot of different issues that are happening within the company. And we are analyzing route by route. We have canceled some routes, we are analyzing some other ones. It's been said that time ago the role of Aerolineas was more social and was to transport people. The role of Aerolineas right now is to be successful, and if we have a route that we are losing money, we are going to see whether we have some chance to change it, or if not, we are going to close it. For sure, the most important change that happened within the company is a new management team. I think that what happened, this is my personal point of view, what happened with the private government, this is a company that, as I told you, is being owned by the government. So the government is the one deciding who is going to be the manager of the company. From my point of view, the private government went to see politics to run the company rather than people with experience in the business. This government did something different. They are trying to treat the company as a private company. So they went to a headhunting company. They selected people from the business. So all the people that you are saying there, shot by one, we all joined the company during the past 8 months. Our CEO has been past year named CEO of the year in a survey with all the CEO of Argentina. And 2 years ago was within the 50 most influenced women of business within the world. We have also in public relations people that came from Nike. We have people that came from the most important economic group in Argentina, that is the Peking Group, people from Telefonica. And most of us that have not experience within the industry, but we have two people that really have experience within the industry in two key positions. Who is in charge of human resources? You know, in Argentina, there is a very big issue with the union. We have 60 unions. So who is in charge of human resources, have been working in the industry and came from Latin. And who is in charge of strategic operations, also came from the industry and has been working a lot of years with Latin. How are we doing within these 7 months? What we have is, and our main goal is to make the company to be at the break-even level in a 3 years period. The company has been losing money, and this is a goal that everybody wants to achieve. The unions, the 12,000 employees, the management, the government, this is the main goal. So during the 7 months that we've been within the company, we have increased 10% our passengers. We have increased our margin by more than 500%. We have improved our EBIT in more than $100 million. And basically what we are trying to do, and the most important change, is trying to do management control, as we do in your company. That was something that was really not being done. What you are seeing at back to your left is punctuality of the company. This first 7 months is historic record of the company ever, with 85%. And what you are seeing below to your right is month by month what happened with punctuality past year compared to this year. During past year, the record was 1 month that you are seeing today was February with 82%. What happened this year is that the 2 worst months were 82%. So the record of 2015 is the minimum level that we achieved in 2016. We have a lot of disadvantage, as I told you, not having management control, having a lot of problems with our figures. But we have an advantage, and is you are public companies, some of you, so you have your figures. And when we try to compare how it was the first 6 months of 2006 compared to the first 6 months of 2015, what happened is that we increased our passenger by 10%, which I think is good, considering that two companies reduced and were below last year. Considering that two companies were below 5%, and that company did great work, increasing 8%. When we go on, we see what happened with our EBITDA. We increased it by more than 250%, which I think is also very good. When you see that two companies reduce this, two other increase less than 20, and Gold did a great job, increasing 58%. And when you see the revenues, we lose revenues, just total income. We lose it by 4%, which is not so bad when we compare with what happened at regional level. For sure, there are not exactly the same markets, different issues happening within Brazil, different issues happening with the exchange rates in some other countries. But this is basically how we perform in 6 months compared to 6 months of prior year. So I really believe that Aerolineas is a world of opportunities. I would like, with this slide, I would like to let you know what we find some months ago, what we did, what we are doing, and where we think we're going to do for financing. When I joined the company, I received a notice of default. Then the following day was another one, and the following week it was another one. When I asked to the accounting people to let me know where happened with the balance sheet, with the financial statement, the balance sheet, and how much was the data we have, the response were, oh, we have something that is from April or May, it was December, so it was really a mess. And for you to have an idea, you're going to understand this, how was the situation. When we were working within the plan, trying to be in a 4 years period break-even, we detected that depreciation were really not okay. How we bought two planes in 2015 that are great planes, and the depreciation actually had no sense. And when we go deeply, the response was, we forgot to book the planes. So the two planes that had been acquired in 2015 to A330 was not in the accounting. I would like your imagination to, from that, see what was the rest of the account. With that situation, we receive a lot of contracts that we have to honor, but we have no money, and we really wanted to honor the contract. We wanted to honor the contract with the lessors for the machines, we wanted to honor the contracts with the manufacturers. So it was a great opportunity for me to go to Dublin. I had been with the company at that moment just for 3 or 4 weeks, to have some 7 meetings in 2 days I have with most of you, trying to say how we were going to have some possibility to pay for a plane that we were going to receive. Long story short, we did an agreement with the Airfinance, which is, as you know, the financial branch from Chivas. And we changed the back to financing that we have for the planes that we have bought in 2015. We already secured financial lease for the A330 that we bring a couple of months ago. We secured financing for another A330 that we are going to be in our books next October. And we secured 3 NGs that are part of a 20 aircraft contract within Boeing. Within a rate that is a regular rate for some of you, we are paying 623 and 634 for these two operations for the next 8 years. But what the company had at that moment was a financial lease with an all-in cost of more than 16%, another one with more than 15%, a very big loan that was paying more than 14%. So that was the situation. The problem that we have when we have conversation with most of you, and what you are asking is what happened with the financial statement, because we don't have financial statement. I mean, we have now the most basic thing that we need in order to begin a discussion. We have a travel agency, it's called Austral. The financial statement that we had was as of 2007. We already escalated to the board 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, and 2012. The past financial statement of Austral and Aerolineas was 2013. We already escalated 2014. We already hired a chain of auditors, which are the two auditors that has all of the most important companies within the region. So we basically are going to have DRY and PwC auditing 2015 and 2016. They already began doing this. They are right now working. I think within 3 months we are going to have 2015 financial statement ready. And I think that perhaps in April of next year, we are going to be a regular company having 2016 financial statements being audited. So what's next? When we will be at the minimum acceptable level for financial institutions, let them begin to think what are going to be the possibilities. If we are going to have financial statements, we are going to have take count being done, we can have some possibility of thinking in bond, thinking in WBC, or thinking in some things that are more regular within the industry. How was the company subsidized during the past year by the government? These are year by year what the company received. The company received an average of $678 million per year. What we are targeting this year is to reduce this in more than 50%. My personal goal is to have less than 300 million and to continue to be in 3 years in a break-even level. We are not a company that we want to make a lot of money. We are a company that our goal right now is not to continue losing. And we are in that way. Well, what's in the future is to continue working with partners, to find new partners. We have been working a lot with GoShare, we've been going in the region, with Skype. We have been working a lot within Delta. We are going to focus a lot within the domestic. So I told you some minutes ago about what Chile, Colombia, Brazil, and Peru have done incredible. So we have to learn what you have done in order to see how we have done so badly. Because during the past 15 years, we have increased the people that travel in aircraft by 21%. While you in your country have done an incredible job and have increased by some 200%. So we are really seeing an incredible opportunity within domestic. We are analyzing every week all the routes that we have, where we are going to put more frequencies and where we are going to really put more aircraft. But this is a huge opportunity that being leaders in the region, we are not able to conceive. Last slide is where it's going to focus the management. There is a lot of cultural transformation that has to be done. It's a company that has been run by the government. There is a lot of politics issues within the company. There are 6 unions. So our CEO is focusing a lot in trying to do a cultural change. She's also putting a lot of focus within the customer experience. That was something that was not considered within the company. And what the government wants is that as soon as we can, we could be able to double the quantity of people that is traveling by plane within the country. So that is what I wanted to share with you, these 4 points of what's happening in the country, of you have an idea of the company, what we were doing at financial level and what's next. if would like to continue talking, I will be glad to add some additional topics from the ones that we've been seeing during the past minutes. And if it's not myself, there is people that come with me that also will be glad. Just that, I don't know whether you have some questions for now.
Are there questions for Pablo? I have a question.
Yeah.
What is the time frame looking like before the adoption of KPI?
Say that again.
What is the timeline that you're looking at from a government perspective in respect of the adoption
Okay.
of the KPI measure?
Has been already approved by the Senate, is going to be by the VPs. Then I think that Minister of Internal Affairs is able to make a minimal change. It was approved with Labor Days. I think that has to be approved. That's going to be not Labor Day but calendar day. So it's a fine tune that still has to be done. My estimate is that at the end of the year we are going to be Cape Town in place.
Have you paid attention to the Cape Town option for bankruptcy? There's two options that you can mention in respect of how you're going to handle a bankruptcy. Do you know if they've chosen option A or B?
No, I don't have the original decided what is going to be A or B. What we've done is this. You do we or no, we received the World Aviation Group, and the World Aviation Group what we had 3 months ago. And they were working with all the different national authorities within the country. They were working with the people that live within also within the government, with the 3 most important legal advisors within the country in order to say, this is how it has to be done in order for you to be able to take advantage. Because there were some countries that they think that they have, they are in line with Cape Town, but Cape Town was approved in a way that is not great for the companies and it's great for the country. So what we are going to do is do the things that have to be done so we could take advantage of the convention.
Right, that's important. I think you have another question over here.
Hi, Pablo, Shane Callan, UFC, and English Finance. Obviously, there's been an awful lot of change in Aerolineas with the management team and the new team coming in. How has that process been, and how has it affected the business, and in terms of the new dynamic of Aerolineas? I'm just curious to get your view on, obviously my impression is you're much more commercially minded, and that was the intention coming into Aerolineas, like yourself and the other management team members, and I just would be interested to hear your opinion.
Okay. There is what you saw is the new top management, but there are a lot of people that have been in lines that are below that top management in order to try to make a change within the company. What happened basically briefly is that there was no management control, nobody was looking for the cost. And I think that what you have seen regarding the punctuality is because there were planes flying, but nobody was really planning what was going to be done within the next month and within the next year. So I think that right now the management is doing well. We have a lot of unions, and there are different within the unions. Our CEO received the union and had a very fluent conversation. Next week are going to be very critical because it's when we negotiate the next year increase for the union. And in a country where you have a lot of inflation, the negotiation could be tough. But for the moment, I think that the involvement of the new management has been in a good way. There was a lot of changes. Some changes were difficult, but not a single change was not accepted. When we took over the company, we had 12,335 employees. We are more than 60, and next month we are going to have less than 12,000. So we were able to reduce some important part of the employees.
CFO Pablo.